Hello, Bryan Hutchinson here again at Victor Myers Custom Homes, and I'm back on our Campbell project in Lewisville, Texas. I want to take a moment to show you a little bit today about form boards and plumbing, what goes underneath the house as you're getting ready to prepare the foundation. As you look at the house from this standpoint here, there's actually two things going on. One is the formation of the foundation, and the second is the initial underworkings of the plumbing that will go inside of the house. So let's start by talking about the initial parts of the foundation. Placing the house on the lot is a scientific process. We begin by creating some initial benchmarks on the property, some identifiable points that we know will not move. Then we create 4 corner posts for people to work off from, or contractors to work off from. So as you can see, this is a pretty complicated process that has a lot of moving parts. Begin by establishing a baseline with this laser level, which is what the crew is doing right now. From that line, we'll establish a series of benchmark elevations that help us lay out these form boards that are in the ground. Now, the form boards are what actually outline the foundation that the house will sit on. If you look at this, so you can see over from the last couple of weeks as this project has progressed that this house has raised up significantly. There's about 1.5 feet of fall across this lot, so even though it looks like it's flat, it really moves quite a bit. This is why the dirt is moved about 4 feet away from the house and then begins sloping down, and of course we'll establish a final grade on it as time goes on. This project, you can see a number of white pipes and red hoses sticking up through the ground. Let's take a closer look at what that is. Well, this may look like a complicated mess of chaos happening here, but it's really a very organized system. The red and white pipes, the smaller ones sticking up, are what are known as PEX, and those are the hot and cold supply lines inside of the house. Those actually run through insulated tubing to different points and eventually connect back to a manifold system where the water is distributed in and out of the house. Inside of this ditch, you can see buried in the sand is a 4-inch main drain line. Now, the reason we use a 4-inch instead of a 3-inch is to provide for greater evacuation of the waste material inside of the house. And then each of these large white pipes that are sticking up represent a different place in the house where there's going to be some kind of water evacuation. That might be a sink, it might be a commode or a water closet, it might be a shower or a bathtub, maybe the wet bar area.